December is here, and with it comes that relentless pressure to find the ideal holiday gift. That sweet spot where thoughtfulness actually meets practicality. You know the drill. You're scrolling through endless lists, trying to figure out if that expensive gadget will actually get used or just, tossed in a drawer. So today, we're cutting through all that uncertainty. We've analyzed a ton of sales data, trends, specific product rankings, all focused on the GSM accessory market. And this space, it covers everything from a tiny charging cable to really sophisticated audio. It is absolutely exploding. Okay, let's unpack this. What is truly driving what people buy in this crucial month?
Well, it's fascinating because the accessory market in December is driven by two really simple factors: universality and necessity. These aren't niche items. They're functional additions that instantly improve the one product that basically everyone already owns, their smartphone.
Right.
And our source material confirms a huge surge across 5 foundational categories. You've got phone cases, power banks, wireless headphones, magnetic charging stuff like MagSafe, and induction charger.
So they work for almost anyone.
Exactly. And they solve real immediate problems, especially the kind that pop up in winter.
Exactly. So our mission here is to transform you from a stressed-out shopper into a really well-informed buyer. We're distilling the exact product types, the specs, the trends that are driving these holiday hits, and we're going to start with the non-negotiables, that foundational layer of protection and power. So let's kick off with phone cases. They are the perennial favorite, right? But the sources show that customers aren't just buying, thin plastic covers anymore. There's a really clear demand for highly durable protection. It's creating this split between standard covers and these really robust armored cases.
That trend is absolutely tied to the gifting dynamic.
Yeah.
When you give a case, you want it to feel like a quality gift, not just an afterthought.
Sure, something substantial.
Exactly. So we're seeing sustained demand for premium materials, like letter cases for iPhones, which
Yeah.
are specifically marketed as an elegant gift for anyone. And of course, you still see the standard favorites like silicone covers and those elegant folding protective flaps that cover the screen.
So it's about balancing the look with actual defense.
That's precisely. But the holiday season adds a couple extra layers. You've got the seasonal novelty, cases with holiday patterns, personalized prints for that quick festive touch. But more importantly, especially for those armored cases, customers are actively looking for proof of quality. The source material really highlights this intense consumer interest in cases that meet the military-grade certification, specifically MIL STD A10G 516.6.
Wow, that's a mouthful.
It is, but that complex number is basically the gold standard for durable phone protection. It's what separates a genuinely strong case from one that just looks bulky.
That certification detail is a massive piece of objective data for a shopper. You know you're buying something that's been tested. And speaking of things that are absolutely critical, let's move from protection to power. The data clearly frames the power bank as the obligatory gadget in winter. So why does the data make it sound like a battery pack becomes a necessity the minute the temperature drops?
It's just basic physics, really. It all comes down to the lithium-ion batteries in our phones. Lower ambient temperatures cause smartphones to lose energy much, much faster than in warm weather. So if you're traveling, commuting in the cold, or even just taking pictures outside, your phone is going to die.
Way faster than you expect.
Way faster. So suddenly, a reliable power source isn't just a convenience, it's a lifeline. But here's the nuance. The best-selling models aren't those little tiny pocket chargers. The most in-demand range for gifts is between 10,000 and 30,000 milliamp.
Okay, so why that specific bracket?
Because it's the sweet spot. It offers the right balance of capacity enough for multiple full charges without making the device so heavy that it's just impractical to carry around.
And I'm guessing capacity is just table stakes now. What's the feature that really drives the buying decision once you've picked a size?
Oh, it's all about speed and smart delivery. The sources show customers are demanding advanced features. That means fast charging and, most critically, power delivery, or PD functionality. PD isn't a premium feature anymore, it's the expectation. If a power bank doesn't have it, it's basically left on the shelf. These things have evolved from niche travel gadgets into, daily essential tools.
That relentless focus on speed and efficiency leads us straight into the big shift happening with charging tech. And it's all being spearheaded by MagSafe. The overall charger category is already huge, right? It covers everything. Wall chargers, car chargers. We see huge sales spikes for fast chargers and wireless induction chargers. But the data, it clearly identifies a new charging king this holiday season. And that's the MagSafe induction charger and all its related accessories.
And what's really fascinating here is that MagSafe's popularity isn't just about the charging pad itself, it's about the entire magnetic lifestyle it creates. That whole surge in inductive charging has driven this incredibly high demand for a range of specialized MagSafe accessories. They all capitalize on that, satisfying magnetic clack connection.
Ah, that little click.
Exactly. Our source material notes the top e-commerce hits in this space are things like magnetic car holders, especially the ones that also charge the phone magnetic batteries, and charging stands for your desk or nightstand. It's a whole system upgrade for iPhone users.
Okay, I get the functional appeal. No more fiddling with clamps or trying to align the phone perfectly. But is it just function driving this, or is there a bit of an aspirational tech thing going on?
It's definitely a mix, and that's why they work so well as gifts. These magnetic accessories offer both simplicity and convenience. They just eliminate that user friction. The source material explicitly points to the practicality of a MagSafe charger holder for your car, describing it as a fantastic gift. It seems that the blend of functional novelty and high-tech elegance makes this a huge draw. It's often categorized as a perfect accessory upgrade, especially for men.
So convenience is the new premium.
That's the takeaway. Consumers are willing to invest in products that just seamlessly integrate into their lives.
That magnetic attachment is, yeah, the epitome of low-effort tech. Now, if power and protection are the practical foundations, connectivity is where the fun comes in. People want gifts that are both appealing and practical, and audio fits that bill perfectly. The sources show massive sales for wired and wireless headphones, Bluetooth speakers, and hands-free kits.
Audio devices are a perfect barometer of market segmentation, really. They offer a huge range for gift givers across every single price point. And the sources give us this really valuable tiered breakdown of the headphone market, which gives us immediate insight into what people are looking for.
Okay, so let's talk tiers. What's at the top?
At the highest quality tier, you find the brands that prioritize, superb audio fidelity and advanced features like specialized noise reduction. That's your traditional big three. Sony, Bose, and Sennheiser. These are investment gifts.
Right. And what about that massive middle segment, the sweet spot where most people are probably shopping for holiday gifts?
That mid-tier is all about balancing quality with mainstream appeal. It's dominated by big names like JBL, Philips, Apple, and Samsung. Shoppers here are looking for brand recognition they can trust, good battery life, and solid connectivity.
And then you have the budget category. That area can be tricky, but the data suggests consumers are actually finding really good value there.
Absolutely. The budget category is surprisingly competitive. It's focused on providing great user-rated battery life and robust connectivity at a fantastic price. The dominant players here, according to the sources, are brands like Basius, High Future, Creative, and Hucko. This tier is essential for shoppers who need multiple gifts or are looking for high-value stocking stuffers without, compromising on the core functions.
Let's ground this with a few specific examples from the source. For instance, we see the popularity of the Philips TAH4209. What does that product tell us about a segment of shoppers?
Well, that one is highlighted for being light and over-ear. So that speaks to the user who wants universal comfort for daily, sustained listening, maybe someone who wears them all day working from home, and values lightness over, say, maximum bass power.
Okay. And then you have the active users. The data points to the JBL Wave Flex Compact earbuds, energetic sound, ideal for music on the go. And then a step up from that is the JBL Wave Beam IP54, which is splash-proof. What does that IP54 rating signal to the shopper?
That IP rating immediately signals durability. It tells the active user, you can sweat in these, you can get caught in the rain, and they will survive. That makes it an extremely practical gift for a fitness enthusiast or a daily commuter who's outside a lot.
Right. And we can't forget those who prefer the classics. The sources note sustained sales for models like the Panasonic RP-HT161, which is a traditional wired over-ear model with a 3.5mm jack. Why, in this age of wireless everything, is that still a bestseller?
Because sometimes convenience just means simplicity. A wired connection guarantees a stable signal, and critically, you never have to worry about charging a battery. It's a perfect choice for the traditionalist.
And finally, bridging that gap between budget and style, you got the Creative Zen Air Dot. It's highlighted as hitting that crucial balance. It's stylish and provides really good sound for its price, so it's a gift that's both effective and practical.
Now, zooming out a bit, we should cover the smaller accessories. They're not the main event, but they see a massive sales boost in December. These are the functional add-ons, often bought quickly to go with a larger gift. Things like specialized USB-C or lightning cables, car and desk holders, selfie sticks, protective screen films, and micro SD cards.
That just speaks to that core rule we found in the source. Shoppers want something functional, quick to buy, well-priced, and genuinely useful. They just round out the gift package perfectly.
Absolutely. But let's look at the complete opposite end, the high-end premium category. For customers looking for something more luxurious, something that delivers a true wow effect, the smartwatch is the definitive answer. The sales data absolutely backs this up.
And this isn't just about showing off. The sources confirm they deliver significant modern functionality. They're described as elegant, functional, and ideal for active or health-conscious people.
It's exactly. They deliver some of the highest sales results in December because they successfully blend technology, fashion, and utility into one gift. Products like these achieve that wow effect while still being highly functional. Tracking sleep, activity notifications. They represent a significant tech upgrade that the recipient might not buy for themselves, which makes them the perfect aspirational gift.
So we've now covered the whole spectrum, from tiny memory cards to high-end smartwatches. Instead of just summarizing, let's analyze the bigger strategic takeaways here. The sources mention the chaos of holiday shopping over and over. How do retailers manage this rush and help people navigate this, sheer volume of choices?
The primary strategic takeaway for anyone in tech retail is organization. Customers arrive during the holidays feeling overwhelmed, and they're actively looking for inspiration. They fully expect sellers to act as guides. So a clear, wide, and really well-marked offer of GSM accessories is paramount.
So it's about curation.
It's all about curation. The retailer's job is to facilitate choice and reduce friction. This means preparing organized bestseller lists, ranking products clearly, offering recommendations tailored to specific phone models or user types, best for travelers or most durable. This strategy is essential for combating what the sources call shopping chaos. The value of well-organized information for both the customer and the retailer just can't be overstated.
That really underscores why filtering the noise is so crucial. It turns panic buying into smart shopping. We saw this intense focus across four main themes: certified protection, essential high-speed power via PD and MagSafe, tiered audio for every budget, and the premium smartwatch delivering that guaranteed wow. The data really proves that even a small gadget can be the ideal choice when it satisfies a genuine practical need.
And if you connect this trend, this demand for certified cases and power delivery chargers, to the broader tech picture, it reveals a core insight. Consumers are just completely done with slow, clunky, or poorly made accessories. The market is relentlessly focused on speed, efficiency, and a truly seamless user experience, technical compatibility, and performance. They aren't just selling points anymore, they are non-negotiable.
Absolutely. The bar has been prominently raised. Okay, so a final provocative thought for you to consider as you wrap up your shopping. We highlighted the intense demand for objectively certified protection, that rigorous military-grade standard, alongside the demand for seamless speed like MagSafe. Thinking about long-term product success, how much of consumer adoption is driven purely by knowing those technical specs are met, the objective truth, and how much is driven by the visual promise of that seamless speed and durability? When the objective data and a consumer's perception collide, which factor ultimately determines whether a product becomes a long-term